Welcome back, everyone. You have entered the spiral once more. And in this turning, we go deeper into the unseen, the unspoken, the unloved. You are listening to Sacred Spirals, a Tranquil Spirit podcast, and I'm Krista, your guide on this inner pilgrimage. Tonight's journey is not one of fixing or fleeing. It is one of honoring the sacred shadow in its raw, honest depth. We will breathe. We will remember. We will witness the buried gold beneath the wounds. Now prepare your space. Light a candle. Wrap yourself in something soft. Let this be a temple of sound and soul. Let's begin the descent with love. In every sacred tradition, there is a descent, a moment when the soul must leave the comfort of light and travel down into the hidden, the holy dark. In Sumerian myth, Inanna descends to the underworld. In Greek stories, Persephone is taken into shadow. In Christian mysticism, even Christ journeys to the depths before resurrection. These are not stories of failure. They are maps of transformation. They are blueprints of becoming. When we speak of shadow, we are not speaking of evil. We are speaking of the parts of you that were pushed underground because someone once told you they were unacceptable. The shame, the desire, the anger, the power, the wild voice, the ancient grief, the hidden knowing. These are not mistakes. They are forgotten altars waiting to be returned to. The descent is not punishment. It is sacred remembering. Imagine yourself walking through a forest at twilight. The light is fading, but something calls you inward. You follow an unseen path into the roots of the world, into the marrow of your own being. This is not a place to rush. This is not a place to fight. It is a place to sit in stillness and let the deeper voice speak. You are not broken because you have darkness. You are whole because you can hold both light and shadow without abandoning yourself. Your rage has a story. Your shame has an origin. Your fear once had a purpose. Now, let me offer you a question. And this is not to answer with the mind, but with the body, the heart, the soul. What part of me have I sent into exile? And then ask, What sacred gift has it been holding while waiting to return? Your descent is not a fall. It is an initiation. And now let us keep descending with devotion. Let's talk about shame, not as an enemy, but as a sacred signal. Shame is the language of separation. It tells us, this part of me is not lovable. This story must stay hidden. This desire is too much. This wound makes me unworthy. But shame is also a messenger. It shows us the places within that long to be witnessed. It points to where the soul was fragmented. It whispers, I was cast out. Will you bring me home? I remember the first time I sat with shame, truly sat with it, without trying to change it. It was like holding a frightened animal. Its body trembled with memory. But once it realized I wasn't going to punish it, it softened. It let me in. That is the power of presence. So let us invite presence into the space now. We're going to breathe, and as we inhale, you're going to repeat after me, whether out loud or in your head and heart. And when we exhale, we are also going to speak an affirmation that you can say out loud or in your head and heart. So when we inhale, I welcome truth. Exhale, I release the illusion that I am unworthy. Inhale, I welcome truth. Exhale, I release the illusion that I am unworthy. Again, inhale, I welcome truth. And exhale, I release the illusion that I am unworthy. And now the last time, inhale, I welcome truth. And exhale, I release the illusion that I am unworthy. Now bring to mind a time when you felt deep shame. Not to relive it, but to offer it care. Place your hands where you feel it most in your body. Maybe your chest, your stomach, your throat, anywhere you feel it. Ask the feeling, what story are you carrying? What belief are you holding about me? What do you need to be free? Don't rush. Let the body speak. Let the ache unravel. Let the emotion rise without judgment. There is no shadow without story. There is no shame without memory. But you are the altar that can hold it all. You are the priest, the priestess, the mystic, the guardian of your own healing. Every time you sit with shame, instead of abandoning yourself again, you break the spell. You rewrite the myth. You turn the wound into a window. Close your eyes now, if it feels safe. Imagine standing in front of a stone doorway. Carved into it is a word, a label, a wound you've carried. Walk forward and touch the stone. Whisper, "I see you now. You don't have to carry this alone." The door slowly opens. Inside is a room filled with light. In the center, a version of you that was silenced. They look up at you with wide, uncertain eyes. Approach them. Offer your hand. Say, "You are safe. You belong. I choose you." Let that version of you step forward. Let them merge back into your heart. Let them be part of your wholeness again. Shame dissolves in the light of compassion. And every time you choose to stay present, you create a world where you, all of you, is welcome. So I invite you now for some journaling, and I do have some prompts ready for you. And if you aren't able to write and journal right now, that is perfectly fine. You can always come back to this whenever you need to, however many times you need to. What part of me have I silenced? What does that part need to feel seen? What ritual or symbol could I create to honor their return? Take all the time you need when journaling with those questions. It's not a rush. There's no finish line. There's no goalpost. You take the time that you need. We now begin the descent into the sacred wound. not to fix it, but to feel it, to witness what it has shaped in us. Take a breath with me. Inhale, hold, and exhale. This is the wound that shaped your patterns. This is the one you thought you had to cover, the one you may even called your fault. Place one hand on your belly, place another over your heart. Feel the rhythm between them. This journey is both somatic and symbolic. You carry myths inside your body. You are not just healing pain, but you are reclaiming the archetypes who were buried in it. So let's walk this terrain together. Again, we're going to close our eyes if that feels safe. Let yourself drop your attention into your body, not just your thoughts, but the space below them. Feel your jaw. Feel your throat, your chest, your belly, your hips, your thighs, your knees, your feet. Now ask yourself, where do I hold the sacred wound? Where in my body tenses when I remember who I had to become to survive? Breathe into that space. Don't try to open it, just simply notice. Let the breath be the offering. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Say inwardly, I see you, I feel you, you are sacred. Now let's meet the archetype that lives in this wound. She may be the orphan, the exile, the silent one, the warrior wounded in battle, the priestess turned to ash, the child left behind. Who rises in your memory? Who lives in this pain? Let them come forward. Offer them breath. Offer them presence. Ask them, what story have you been holding on my behalf? What truth have you buried beneath my survival? What do you need from me now? These are the echoes of self you have not yet held with sacred hands. You are not broken. You are mythic. You are not ruined. You are ritually remembering. When you return, consider writing or drawing what you saw. Some journal prompts you can go with. Which archetype appeared to me in this descent? What was the somatic center of my sacred wound? What message or memory did it carry? How can I begin to honor this part of me in daily life? This practice is not meant to resolve everything. It is meant to restore connection between your mythic self, your present breath, and the memory held in your bones. Now we come to the reclamation, not just of story, but of the body as sacred ground, as altar, as temple, as the place where divinity has always lived, even in silence. Let's take a breath together. Inhale deeply into the belly. Hold it gently. And exhale like you are releasing grief through the soles of your feet. There are parts of your body you may have disconnected from, not by choice, but by survival. Places you left to stay safe, to be good, to be accepted, to be untouched by memory. But now, you are ready to return to them. Let this next portion be ritual. So if you can, take a moment to gather a small bowl of warm oil or lotion, a sacred object such as a stone, a feather, a shell, what have you, a candle or a soft light, and a mirror if that feels aligned for you. Wherever you are, whether you're seated or lying down, place your hands over the part of your body that feels most forgotten. Whisper to it, "You are worthy of touch. You are worthy of tenderness. I have not abandoned you. I was only waiting for safety to return." Inhale presence. And exhale shame. With your oil or lotion, begin a gentle act of anointing. Let your palms become prayer. Let your fingertips become forgiveness. Let this motion be slow, not for performance, but for presence. Say aloud or within, "I reclaim you as holy. I anoint you as sacred. I bless this body as a temple of healing." If grief comes, let it. If joy comes, let it. This is not about purity. It is about presence. Now, if you have chosen to do so and you're using a mirror, gaze into it now. Not to critique, not to fix, but to witness. Look into your own eyes and say, I forgive myself for all the ways I turned away from me. I love you, not despite the wounds, but because of them. I am home in myself. And if this feels hard, remember, this practice is not a test. It is an invitation. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not late. You are spiraling back. To deepen this ritual, you might want to create a body altar. Adorn it with flowers, photos, or fabrics that honor your healing. You can write a love letter to the part of your body you once judged. You can light a candle every morning with the words, "This temple is sacred. This life is mine to reclaim." Now take time with this and repeat the anointing when needed. Let your body become a space of worship, not because it is perfect, but because it is real. We are not just healing our minds. We are healing our relationship with embodiment, with presence, with the earth that lives inside our skin. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not wrong. You are radiant. You are rising. You are returning. Let's take one more breath together. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. And I want to thank you for being here, for remembering yourself in this way. Be gentle with your body. It is your first altar. So now we've journeyed through remembrance, through reclaiming, through anointing what was once abandoned. So now we arrive at integration, not as an ending, but as a way of living. A devotional path where every breath becomes a blessing, where every trigger becomes an invitation, where every shadow becomes a teacher. Let's take a grounding breath together. Inhale slowly. Hold it. And exhale like you are bowing in reverence. To integrate your shadow is to say, I choose to live as a whole being. I choose to make sacred what others have called shameful. It is to bring the sacred spiral into your daily rhythm. And to be fair, shadow integration doesn't happen all at once. It happens in the tiny moments, the rituals you choose, the honesty you offer yourself, the softness you extend when you want to shut down. So here are some daily practices to anchor your devotion. In the mornings, look in the mirror, gaze at yourself, look yourself in the eyes, and say, "I will not abandon me today." Touch your heart and speak your truth aloud, even if it shakes. At night, you can light a candle in silence and say, "I witnessed my shadow today, and I did not run." Thank your body for carrying your sacred stories. And some journal prompts for integration as well. What did I notice about my shadow today? How did I respond? What would love have me do next? These are not chores. These are choices. Each one a thread in the tapestry of your healing. Integration asks us to make sacred agreements with ourselves. Not resolutions, not perfection. Agreements, like vows you whisper into the bones of your being. And here are 3 that you might want to begin with. I vow to honor what I feel, even when it's inconvenient. I vow to listen to my body before I judge it. I vow to return to myself when I am tempted to run. Now, you may write your own vows. Speak them aloud. Repeat them each new moon. Or carve them into your altar, into your art, into your memory. Each vow is a sacred thread in the braid of your wholeness. And now here's a poetic reflection titled "A Whisper from the Shadow." I was never your enemy. I was the drum in your chest, the crack in your voice, the part of you screaming, "Remember me." I was the one you left behind in order to belong. And now you are learning to belong to yourself. I do not need to be healed. I only need to be held. You are not your shame. You are not your silence. You are a sky wide enough to hold every storm and every sunrise. Thank you for returning to me. I have waited 1,000 lifetimes for this. Thank you for spiraling with me today, for meeting the mirror, for anointing your body, for choosing to walk this sacred path of integration. Now let me leave you with this final blessing. May your shadows speak in poetry. May your pain become presence. May your truth rise louder than fear. May you know you were never too broken to bloom. Let's close with one last breath together. Inhale light. Hold it. And exhale devotion. If you're seeking deeper rituals, sacred coaching, or somatic soul work, you can visit me at tranquil-spirit.com or on hypeseed.com/tranquilspirit. You can also get my book on Amazon, Whispers of the Veil. And join me next time for episode 5, The Mother Wound and Ancestral Shadow. Until then, be gentle with your becoming.